Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady. I am so excited to share with you a sneak peek of one of the upcoming Sale-a-Bration items. Sale-a-Bration for 2015 starts January 6th, and this Lotus stamp is one of the choices for your purchases. So let's get started with this. I'm going to start out by showing you the complete set. You have the 3 parts that layer, and then 2 for the stem that layer, and then 2 sentiments. And this helps you to give a lot of dimension to your flower. Now there was a little bit of a change this time. One thing that I thought was really cool is that if you look at this is a clear or a photopolymer stamp, and if you look at it, you can see that this has a number 3, 1, and 2. This is the first time I've ever seen this, and I've been around for a long time. So this has the little, the 1, 2, and 3 are not actually imprinted into the stamp, but it has the little marker or the point to show you how to line up your images. And one thing with this is, so they're saying to stamp first of all, number 1, this image here. I'm accustomed to going the other way, meaning that I'm accustomed to starting with my lightest and working darkest. So this was a bit different for me. I'm going to make sure I have this in the right order. So for my first color, I have Melon Mambo, and I'm going to stamp that. That's my darkest. And then I am doing the Strawberry Slush. I'm going to stamp this off. I want it just a bit lighter, and lining this up over the bottom. And I'm assuming the reason that they're doing it this way is because it's a little easier to line them up if you do it in this order. So there's your first one. Look at how beautiful that is. The pink pirouette is pretty light, but in real life here I can see it. Okay, so let's do that again. We're going to start with image number, what they say, image number 1. And I'm going to stamp that there. And notice that I have that little point to my up to the left there. Image number 2. Lining that up. There we go. And image number 3, or the lightest image. My lightest image is still my largest image here. There we go. So there's my focal point, and I have the nice color variation in there. Let's use the sentiment. It says, let's see, it says, "The kindness you show has no end," and I'm just going to stamp that in black. Kind of putting that right in there. There we go. I want it to show up nicely. I have the deco label, and this is the second to smallest, or if you're starting in the center, it's the second one up. I'm going to center my sentiment about like that on there. I'm going to go and run this through my Big Shot. Okay, so I've placed that through the Big Shot. I've already taken the next die that's larger, this one here, and I've cut out a shape from Melon Mambo, and I've run it through the Big Shot so it has some texture with an embossing folder. And let's place that right on just to line this up here. And there you go. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. I have a piece of pink pirouette cardstock here, and this is going to be my card base. I'm going to redo those same 3 steps and put a couple of flowers down around here. So I'm going to quickly go ahead. I'm not going to show you each part of that again. Okay, so I have stamped my flowers again, and this time I'm going to add a couple of the stems. I think it's really cool how they have taken and given that one stem a little bit of an angle. So when I pop this right in here, look at that. It looks how it's like it's covered. I love that. That is so cool. A nice addition to the 2-step stamping. So there are my flowers on my background. I've taken a piece of vellum that I've run through the Big Shot with the Stylish Stripes embossing folder, and I'm just going to place that down. This is from a really cool kit that's coming up in the Occasions catalog. It's kind of a romantic embellishment kit, and it has some ribbons, some buttons, pearls, and some overlays. Really fun. This is going to be fun to work with. So I've taken a little bit of that ribbon, and I'm going to place that here. I've attached that ribbon with mini glue dots, and so then underneath my ribbon I'm going to place a little bit of the the fast fuse, and then underneath where my focal piece is going to go, I'm also going to put my adhesive. And let's place that down. Okay, so with the I have added some dimensionals to the back here of my focal piece, and let's place that down just in the center here. The punch from one of the punch packs, I have punched out a small piece of pink pirouette cardstock, and I have colored one of those large pearls, or it's actually the medium-sized pearl from that little romantic embellishments kit. I've colored that with the Melon Mambo blendability so it doesn't rub off and can get some color on that pearl. And I'm just giving a little bit of texture or distressing around this. And with the mini glue dot, let's place that there. There we go. A sneak peek at some of the Sale-a-Bration items and the Artisan Embellishment Kit from the upcoming Occasions catalog, which also starts January 6th. If you have any questions about what I've done, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris, at mystamplady.com. And these products will be available in my online store at Shop with My Stamp Lady starting January 6th. Thanks for watching.